Whether we exercise or not is really the struggle between two different brain systems, the limbic system and the prefrontal cortex. The limbic system, which is part of what is commonly referred to as the old brain, is responsible for our basic emotions. This system wants to feel good now. The limbic system is a very fast, automated system that responds non-consciously. Its job is to avoid unpleasant situations, like those caused by exercise. The prefrontal cortex, the newer system, is the home of executive functioning, which involves planning, logic, and impulse control. It's the system responsible for determining that exercise is good for you, but it processes much slower, and we have to consciously kick it into gear. When we contemplate exercising, the limbic system activates first, with its urgent goal of feeling good now, which of course is accomplished by avoiding exercise. Lagging behind is the more responsible prefrontal cortex, which needs to be engaged to think about the benefits of exercising over the long range. The problem lies in the fact that the limbic system is faster and stronger, again, by design. So in order for the prefrontal cortex to gain the upper hand, the signal coming from the prefrontal system must be stronger, much stronger. The logic or rationality of the signal coming from the prefrontal system really doesn't matter all that much. In the game of brain physics, the stronger signal ultimately wins the match. Another way of saying this is that no matter how much I'm aware that exercise is better for me, that message coming from the prefrontal system, the message that I should avoid exercise, that limbic response will win if it's stronger. So if I'm going to become an exerciser, I'm going to have to put my prefrontal cortex in charge. And that, my friends, is not an easy thing to do. The limbic system has been around for a long time and has gathered many weapons in its arsenal to maintain the status of non-exerciser. These weapons appear in the form of thoughts that build a strong case for not engaging in a task that burns fuel and causes sweating, heavy breathing, and fatigued muscles. In the mind of a non-exerciser, these thoughts abound. I don't have time. I'm too tired. I don't feel good. I'll do it later. Just to name a few. Cognitive behavioral strategies are aimed at putting the prefrontal cortex in charge by creating an arsenal of weapons, again thoughts, that shoot down the thoughts being launched by the limbic system. Sounds simple enough, right? But there's a second problem. Any thoughts launched by the prefrontal cortex are going to be slower and weaker than those of the limbic system, kind of like David trying to take down Goliath. Limbic thoughts are strong, powerful, and convincing. They rule the brain like a group of ruthless thugs that just don't roll over and die. In order to have any chance, the prefrontal thoughts have to be carefully crafted with laser precision and laser accuracy to penetrate the strong armor that protects the limbic system. In cognitive terms, those prefrontal thoughts have to be custom designed to neutralize and disable the limbic system. I call these prefrontal thoughts antonym thoughts, meaning they have to directly oppose the essence of the limbic thoughts. For example, the limbic thought, I'm just too tired to exercise, must be neutralized with an antonym thought, I gain energy from exercising. Additionally, we have to make sure that we have a good antonym thought for each and every limbic thought. If we don't neutralize all of them, the remaining limbic thoughts will still have enough power to win the battle. So it's absolutely essential that we do a very thorough inventory of the limbic system and create an antonym thought for each and every limbic weapon. So, how do we go about accomplishing that? Well, Tape 3 in this series explores how we ultimately win the war against this limbic system.